Hello, 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 and welcome everybody. Welcome to this week's live Oracle card readings. How are you? We are in the last phase of the this current moon phase, so the dark of the moon. This is our reflection time. It's the time when we're a little quieter, more inward, more reflective. We take the opportunity to look back at the intentions that we set for ourselves at the beginning, at the new moon, and we can ask ourselves what has flowed and what has worked well, what has been challenging, what have I enjoyed, what did I find, quite challenging, what did you learn about yourself. These are the sorts of questions that we can ask to understand ourselves more deeply, and it's not about making ourselves right or wrong. It's about understanding ourselves and what is living in us at any given time. So very reflective time. For those of you that celebrate Mother's Day, I hope that you had a beautiful day on Sunday doing some lovely things to honour yourself. I know that for me, I really enjoy Mother's Day. It's one of my favourite days of the year, and getting to, connect and spend time with the ones that I can spend time with. So, let me just do a quick refresh here and see who is with us. And, oh, good morning, Sharon. Lovely to see you. I hope you are tracking well. All good. All right, let's get on and pull an overall card. So just a reminder, I will be here next week, and then I will be away for a couple of weeks. So obviously traveling overseas, and we'll be, not checking in. Well, certainly not at this time. So we've got the card coming up. The overall is Sovereignty card, which is the real, that queen element within us, that individual. Of course, we are part of the greater connectedness, but it is the reminder about our own individual journey. So, of course, I was connecting in with this when I was awake in the early hours of this morning and feeling into the trip that I've got ahead of me. And of course, I'm going on this trip to support my daughter and help with my granddaughter, and connect with my son and my two other granddaughters and my daughter-in-law, and also checking in with my soul and feeling what's my soul looking forward to, and the experience that I'm going to have visiting these places. So remembering that we are all the hats we wear and all of the things that we cherish about all of the roles we play, and we are an individual as well, and reflecting on what does that mean for you. What is, what comes up when you feel into that, and that to me is living a balanced life, that we're, keeping anchored into our own soul's journey as well. And, for me, connecting with my soul, I do that on a daily basis in my practice in the morning. What does my soul need of me today? And really connecting with that energy that has a greater perspective and is infinite and eternal, to really be honoring this time, this journey, this time we have having this human experience. So connecting in with your own sovereignty and what that means for you. Beautiful. Alrighty, so Sharon said that she would like a card. I'm also going to do a refresh to see who else is here. Bear with me. Hey, hello, hello. Okay, beautiful. We've got, what's happening here? Wow, okay, heaps. Good morning, Linda. Of course, you can have a card. Let me write these down. Hey, Lisa, lovely to see you. Yes, of course. While I think about it, Lisa, will you let me know when your large containers for your candles come in again? I would love to order some of the larger ones. Hey, Vicky, nice to see you. Yes, of course, you can have a card. Beautiful. Okay, fantastic. Let us get on. We'll start there. So, Sharon, we're going to begin with you. I watched a fabulous movie on, it was quirky, but it was still good, on Netflix. Now, let me see if I can remember it. And I was going to send a link to say, if you get a chance, is it, it's a Swiss-French movie, and it's about a woman, and it starts with E, I think her name is. I'll have to find it and send it to you. But I watched it, and I felt it was a really lovely kind of menopausal movie. It's very, the way this woman expresses herself and what she was going through was really spot on, I felt, around, no longer could she just take the mundaneness of her life. She wanted to go to France and eat cheese and live this very flamboyant life, and she does that. So it's a nice reminder to to break free from those conformities. So we've got this is for you, Sharon. We've got surrender coming up. Handing it over. Is there something in particular that you're questioning at the moment, or toying with is the word that came through, toying with. So again, a great reminder to hand it over, hand it to Spirit. Before you go to sleep, hand that over and ask it to be, clearly returned to you, so that you may have a different perspective. This way of living in remembering that we are connected, and I know that we are connected, because that's your that's what you do in your life, offering support to other people through the connection that we have. It's also easy to forget how much support we have available to us, and how we can ask for more guidance and have this available to really help clarify us, because we're all having a human experience. So this is guiding you to hand it over. Great. Excuse me. Let me take a sip of my broth here. Beautiful. Okay. I hope that serves you, Sharon. Alrighty, Linda. Oh, the cards are jumping. Let's just get them in control here. Alright. What have we got for Linda today? Taking their time, and we never rush them, so. There it is. Extremes. So this is about balance. This is about, have you been functioning, more in the doing and less in the being, or, really pushing yourself beyond what is really healthful for you. So coming back into that middle ground, finding that place of balance for yourself. It's like the pendulum. It swings, but finding that stillness for a while, and particularly at this time of the phase. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. So Linda, I hope that that serves you, finding that stillness within, bringing that harmony, that balance back. All right, Lisa. Oh, okay, we're just going to have one, please, today. Here we go. Blossoming. Well, it does feel like your world is blossoming quite significantly, with grandbabies and lots of lovely things happening around you. So really taking time to acknowledge that. That's your reflection point that's being offered. Excuse me. The remnants of a virus that has been going through our family thanks to daycare. So really taking a moment to, to stop in this reflection point and enjoy all that's blossoming in your life. We can be caught up in the challenging pieces, but it's really lovely to stop and acknowledge what is blossoming and really revel in that, really allow yourself to enjoy that. It's a lovely feeling and very nourishing for the soul. So really taking the time to really honour that. Beautiful. Nice, simple messages today. All right, Vicky. And then I'll do another refresh and see who else is here. Okay. We've got balance. So this is like taking account of taking the time through this phase, this darker phase with, I can see journaling. Where do you feel that you're, really pushing it? And maybe it's like I can see you going like this. So to me, that's like questioning that are all the things that you are putting your energy into serving you and your family. So this is about adjustments, and they, can be quite subtle adjustments. It could be, changing the exercise routine that you're doing because it's not summer any longer, we're in autumn. So changing that up as to how you're doing that. That's just an example. The foods that we consume, how much you're spending time, socializing with other people, or what sorts of activities are you doing, that sort of thing, to bring balance to, being relevant. It's always lovely to take our clues from nature that, the trees don't have to think about it, to my knowledge, that the changes of the season, it occurs, they go with it, and so too we want to make those changes naturally, and if we're living connected, we will. So this is about just bringing that balance into and shifting some of the activities and things that you're doing. Beautiful. All right. Let me do a refresh and see who else is here. Okay. Oh, thank you, Monica. Perfect. Of course. Wow, okay, hang on a minute. Great. Hi, Monica. It's lovely to see you, and of course you can have a card. And thank you for placing that. It's a lovely film. It's a bit long, but I really enjoyed it. Hey, Lisa, nice to see you. Lisa Tinson. Of course. Thank you for sharing that link. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it is very interesting. I enjoyed it. Loved it too. Yeah, beautiful. My need for balance is a truth. Beautiful. Je m'appelle. And oh, A. It was A, not E. Got it. Thank you, Lisa. You have a beautiful week too. Hey, Tina. Nice to see you. And of course, you can have the card. All right, let's do it. Monica. Fruition. Things are coming to fruition now. I know you shared with us last week that you're spending some decent amount of time in Europe soon. Not sure when you're actually leaving, but really, again, this feels like a celebration card, taking a moment to really honor all that you've worked through and are working through, but you really, enjoying the fruits of your labor is the word that comes to mind. So it's not, there's nothing to do, it's simply enjoy and observe. It's like, enjoying the garden that you've put all the effort into, and then you can sit back and admire the beauty of it. It feels very much like that. So nothing for you to do, just to really, to be mindful about all that you have achieved and all that has come to fruition. So that's nice, because we're so conditioned to be looking forward and planning and doing all of that. So, and I'm sure there's plenty of planning going on as well with your trip coming up. Beautiful. Lisa Tinson, here we go. All right. Resilience. So this is like that heaviness that you carry. You're doing fabulous work, and I would say it's old patterning that you can feel. Yeah, you can feel the resonance of. And what's one step you could do that would be to lighten that load? And it feels a lot like it's about each time you step out and you do more of what you offer, your confidence builds. But it doesn't mean that imposter syndrome, though I don't really like that word, but that self-doubt that comes in. There's a bit of a benefit to that, because it keeps us humble, and it keeps us in a place of being very present. And I love it when I'm doing work and I'm connecting with, particularly if a client has asked me to connect with a passed over loved one. And I often feel like, mediumship isn't what I lead with in my offerings. I lead with other things, but it's an ability that I have. But when somebody really wants to connect with somebody, I do feel that level of, I hope, you feel, I know you know what I mean. And then I get, like in this situation a couple of weeks ago, and then I just get clearly the name come through. When the energy comes through, and I'm able to say to the client, your mum's name is Sheila, and they're absolutely like, yes. It's lovely. It's like, oh, phew, okay, good, we're here. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. I'm sure you do, Lisa. So that, I'm not sure if that ever really goes away, but it doesn't debilitate us like it might have done in the earlier years. So the more confidence, the more we do what we do, and remembering and reminding ourselves that we are the messenger, we are the conduit that comes through. So we get to trust that. So some of the self-doubt, some of the questioning, or some of the old patterning, this is being asked just to release it a little so you can stand a little stronger in your own gifts and qualities. And you're here to serve. That's your intention, and that's a beautiful intention. So I hope that was a long way to answer that question, but I really hope that that serves you. All right, Tina. And then I'll do another refresh. Yes. Attraction. So this is a reminder that we are attracting all the time. So what are we putting out into the universe? And, you know, we all have moments where we can be thinking about the drama, or we can be thinking about what might go wrong, or, you know, that stuff. And it's okay. Don't be, you know, hard on yourself about that. But when we notice it, we stop, we take a couple of breaths, we trust that all is well, and then we turn our focus to what we want to bring about in our life. What's the outcome that we want? So if it's a particular a particular career choice, what would the ideal role look like? And rather than editing and second guessing, just put it out there. Let the universe know that's excuse me, if this is what you desire, this is what you hope for. So reminding yourself that we live in an abundant universe, and it's so incredibly magical if we allow it to be. And, you know, I had that exact magic, which I just love, come through for me last week when a gorgeous uncle of mine sent through an abundance of frequent flyer points so that my daughter and my granddaughter and I can travel business class to Europe, which, like, it felt like magic. As Ellie said to me, it feels like Christmas, that we just were so delighted by this beautiful surprise gift. So allowing ourselves to focus on how, and I had been focusing on going business class, so you never know, you know, what the universe can organize for you. And it's such a lovely way to live life, being hopeful and wishing. And of course, you know, we've got to do all the practical things, but we can dream and allow ourselves. And that's what this card is, a reminder for you today, Tina, to allow yourself to dream and allow yourself to be in that energy of what you truly desire. I hope that helps you. All right, let's do another refresh here. Okay, leaving this Sunday. All safe travels, my darling. Yeah, I wish you an amazing, amazing trip, Monica. All the best. It'll be so fun, and you might have to watch the recordings, but yeah, we'll be thinking of you, sending you loads of love. Lisa saying, I love doing this work, is so magical. Spot exactly. Try to bring in more and more. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. You're truly amazing. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Oh, you're truly amazing too. Thank you for saying that. I love that. That feels so delicious. So I think that we have covered off on everybody. Beautiful. So with that, we'll end it there. I will see you all next week. I've got a couple of days off. The next 3 days, we're heading to Stradbroke, an island off the well, it's in Moreton Bay, so we're heading over there to sit by the fire and toast marshmallows and just be by the water for a while and have a couple of days to connect with my partner before we head off overseas. So I do still have some appointments available on Saturday, and also maybe next Tuesday, Wednesday, if you can find a spot in there if you're looking to connect. But I will see you next Tuesday here. So until then, enjoy the dark of the moon, slow down, connect where you can, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Lots of love, everybody. Bye for now.